Fala pessoal, tudo bem? Welcome to Uncle Brazil, my name is Rodrigo and today we will learn to say the days of the week in Portuguese. Dias da semana. I am very excited because this is the most complete content about days of the week in Portuguese that you will find. You will learn to say it in Portuguese. I will tell you about the origins and the best of all, I will show you how Brazilians really use the days of the week in our daily conversations. Before we start, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and after the video, leave your thumbs up. It helps me a lot. If you know someone that is studying Portuguese, share this video, okay? Now, vamos nessa! First, let's see how you will find in the books, okay? And then, soon, I will show you how Brazilians really speak. Dias da semana, days of the week. Sunday, domingo. Monday, segunda-feira. Tuesday, terça-feira. Wednesday, quarta-feira. Thursday, quinta-feira. Friday, sexta-feira. Saturday, sábado. Now let's see some curiosities to understand the origins of these names. These names have suffered a big influence from Latin language and from the Catholic Church. Sunday, domingo, for example, comes from Latin and means Lord's Day. Segunda-feira, terça-feira, quarta-feira, quinta-feira, sexta-feira. Feira also comes from Latin and means rest day. But rest day during the business day, this is because these names were used only during the Holy Week. Okay? But after a while, these names were adopted for the whole year. Okay? And sábado. Sábado also comes from Latin and from Hebrew, Shabbat, Shabbat, and means rest day. It seems like Brazilians don't work, only rest day. But guys, it's not like that. Brazilians work very hard. Now, let's turn on the native mode. I'll show you how Brazilians really speak. We don't use feira, okay? It's not usual, so you don't need to worry about that. Easier for you. I will speak slowly so you can understand the pronunciation. Dias da semana. Sunday, domingo, domingo. Monday, segunda, segunda. Tuesday, terça, terça. Wednesday, quarta, quarta. Thursday, quinta, quinta. Friday, sexta, sexta. Saturday, sábado, sábado. If you talk like that, everybody will understand that you are talking about days of the week. Some students of mine, they have difficulty in memorize the order of the days of the week. So I'll give you a tip, okay? I'll give you a tip. Segunda, terça, quarta, quinta, sexta are numerals, okay? Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, okay? So if you memorize like that, perfect, you won't struggle. Terça, terceira, okay? Don't worry about that. Terça, it's also a name used in the music language, for example, okay? So you can consider third as terça, no problem. Segunda, terça, quarta, quinta, sexta. And an interesting detail for you. Segunda, Monday, it's the second day of the week here in Brazil. This is because Sunday, domingo, it's considered the first one. Our week here begins on Sunday. Guys, I need your attention now because this is very important. We will start to play with the words, okay? And see how we use the days of the week in the sentences, how Brazilians use the days of the week in the conversations. And I'll teach you now the basis of everything. You need to understand that to don't make any mistakes when you're talking about the days of the week. Okay? I always say to my students that Portuguese, it's a big puzzle. Okay? We need to match gender with gender, number with number, and this is what I am going to teach you now. Days of the week, dias da semana, they are feminine. Ok? Segunda, terça, quarta, quinta, sexta. They are feminine. A segunda, a terça, a quarta, a quinta, a sexta. Including week is feminine. A semana. Weekend. We have two different ways to say weekend. Fim de semana or final de semana. Both masculine. Ok? O fim de semana, o final de semana. And sábado e domingo are also masculine. O sábado, o domingo. What does it mean? It means that in our sentences, if we are talking about days of the week, for example, all the elements in the sentence need to be in the feminine. Okay, guys? I'll show you some examples and you will understand it. These examples are based on my experience. I always pay attention to how Brazilians speak because I understand that Brazilians speak in many different ways. So, in these videos, I always bring you my opinion, my interpretation, because my intention is to make it easier for you to learn Brazilian Portuguese, okay? Now, let's see the first example. This is the easiest one. You don't need to worry about gender here, but this structure has a very interesting detail. Today is Friday. Hoje é sexta. Tomorrow is Sunday. Amanhã é domingo. Yesterday was Tuesday. Ontem foi terça. First, let's talk about the verb. In English, we have the verb to be. And in Portuguese, there are two different ways to say the verb to be. The first one is the verb ter, ter, and the second one is the verb estar, estar. To this structure, we use the verb ser. Hoje é sexta. É is the verb ser conjugated in the present. Amanhã é domingo. É, it's the verb ser, also conjugated in the present. And guys, this is very interesting for me because we are talking about the future, but we use the verb in the present. And it's correct. Everybody talk like that, okay? Yesterday was Tuesday. Ontem foi terça. Is the verb ser conjugated in the past. Guys, now it starts to get very interesting and a little bit complicated. I will present you three different structures. Each structure has a different meaning, okay? I'll talk about these three different structures and at the end, I'll give you my opinion, my suggestion. The first structure, I'm not going to work on Sunday. Eu não vou trabalhar no domingo. No, it's in the masculine because domingo, it's masculine. On Monday, I'll train football. Na segunda, eu vou treinar futevôlei. Na, it's in the feminine because segunda, it's feminine. Let's see now the structure. Eu não vou trabalhar no domingo. This sentence, it's in the singular. Okay? The second point is that vou trabalhar, it's in the future tense, simple future. Okay? If you talk like that with me, I will interpret that you won't work this Sunday in a specific day. Maybe the next one you will work, I don't know. So when you want to talk about a specific day, this is the structure that you use. Let's see the second structure. I know the number here is wrong. It was supposed to be 3, but I decided now to change the order of this presentation because you will understand in an easy way. Okay, I think it will work better. Let's understand this second structure. On Sundays, I don't work. Nos or aos domingos, eu não trabalho. Nos or aos domingos, eu não trabalho. In my opinion, nos, it's more common, ok? Nos domingos eu não trabalho. Domingos, plural and masculine. So, nos, it's also in the masculine and in the plural. On Mondays, I train futevôlei. Nas or as segundas, eu treino futevôlei. I prefer to use nas. Nas segundas, eu treino futevôlei, ok? Using this structure in the plural, my interpretation is that you don't work any Sunday, not in a specific day, in a specific Sunday, but every Sunday, okay, guys? So, if you talk in the plural, this is what Brazilians will understand. Now, let's come back to number 3. I was avoiding because this is a little bit complicated, even for me. In my opinion, guys, this is my opinion, my interpretation. This structure is a little bit ambiguous, and many Brazilians use this structure. And it's not right or wrong. This is how Brazilians speak. And we need to interpret. When we don't understand, we need to ask. That's what I do. Sometimes I don't understand, but what do you mean? I ask. First, I'll show you the structure, and then I'll give you 2 real examples that happened with me. Okay, guys? I'm not going to work on Sunday. Eu não trabalho no domingo. Eu não trabalho no domingo. On Monday, I'll train futevôlei. Na segunda, eu treino futevôlei. Some people, some Portuguese teachers can say that this structure is used to talk about a specific day. Some others can say that this structure is used to talk in a more general way. But in my opinion, Brazilians use this structure for both situations. And I'll give you now the examples. The first one, I was speaking with a friend of mine and I asked him, let's travel on Saturday. Vamos viajar no sábado. And he answered me, on Saturday I work. No sábado eu trabalho. I was a little bit surprised and I asked him, okay, let's go in the next one. And he answered me, no, I work every Saturday. Okay, guys, so he used this structure to talk about a general situation. He works every Saturday. And I interpreted it like he was going to work only that Saturday. Okay, this is the first example. This structure used in a general way. Now the second example. I was talking to another friend and I asked her, let's have lunch on Wednesday. Vamos almoçar na quarta. Vamos almoçar na quarta. And she answered me, I can't. On Wednesday I have a meeting. Não posso. Na quarta eu tenho reunião. And I asked her, okay, let's go in the next Wednesday. Vamos na próxima quarta. And she answered me, okay, let's go. So she used the same structure to talk about a specific day. This is how, in my opinion, this structure is ambiguous, okay? And now I'll give you my opinion about what you can do to avoid this noise in your communication. These are the 3 structures that we have seen up to now. The first one, eu não vou trabalhar no domingo. We use this structure to talk about a specific day. Eu não trabalho no domingo. Ambiguous, in my opinion. Nos domingos, eu não trabalho. To talk about a general situation. My suggestion for you. When people talk to you, there is nothing you can do. Okay? If you don't understand, if you can't interpret, you need to ask. Okay? But you need to pay attention when you talk to avoid the noise in your communication. Okay? When you want to talk about a specific situation, use the first structure. When you want to talk about a general situation, use the third one. And guys, you can be sure Brazilians will understand what you want to say. Are you alive? I told you it's a little bit complicated, but this is because I try to bring you how Brazilians really speak. When I make these videos, this content, I try to imagine all the different ways that Brazilians use to communicate. And Portuguese is such a rich language that Brazilians have many different ways to say the same thing. And there is nothing we can do. We need to study. Okay, guys? And that's what we are going to do. I'll show you more examples now of how Brazilians use days of the week in the conversation. I study from Monday to Friday. Eu estudo de segunda até sexta. Eu estudo de segunda a sexta. Both ways are correct and common, okay? I prefer to use até, okay? I think it's more usual. The second example. I will travel from Saturday to Tuesday. Eu vou viajar de sábado até terça. Guys, I don't know, but for some reason, when we start from Saturday or from Sunday, de sábado ou de domingo, when we start with these days of the weekend, I think the preposition a sounds weird, and it's not very usual to hear this preposition in this kind of structure, okay? So, até, it's the most used, and this is why I suggest you to use até in the previous example as well, because this way you have only one preposition to memorize, okay? So use até in both examples. I think it's easier for you. Eu estudo de segunda até sexta and eu vou viajar de sábado até terça. Okay, guys? And the last example. I work from Monday to Monday. Eu trabalho de segunda a segunda. In this case, when we use the same day of the week, the best preposition to use is a. Eu trabalho de domingo a domingo. This is what we are going to hear here in Brazil. See you on Tuesday. We have two different ways to say that. Até terça. Te vejo na terça. Both ways are very usual, okay? And the detail here in this construction is that te vejo na terça, it's in the feminine, na is in the feminine because terça is feminine, okay? And the other example, see you on Sunday, até domingo, or te vejo no domingo. No in the masculine because domingo is masculine. See you next week, até a próxima semana. Te vejo na próxima semana. Remember about the puzzle? Everything in the feminine here. Because week, semana is feminine. If it were weekend, fim de semana, it would be até o próximo fim de semana. Or te vejo no próximo fim de semana. Sundays are rainy. Os domingos são chuvosos. Domingo, masculine. So the whole sentence in the masculine. In this case, the sentence, it's in the plural. Because when you hear something like that in Brazil, the person is talking about a general situation. It rains every Sunday. Okay? Different from the second example. On Sunday it will rain. No domingo vai chover. When you hear something like that, the person is talking about a specific Sunday. Okay, next Sunday it will rain, but the next one, maybe it won't rain. Parentheses. Some Brazilians use another structure. I don't use, but you may hear that here in Brazil. No domingo chove. Instead of using the verb in the future simple, like you can read here, vai chover, people use the verb in the present. No domingo chove. No domingo chove. Most of the time, the person is talking about a specific Sunday, okay? But who knows? If you don't understand, you ask. And then, the last example of this structure, okay? Pay attention because this is very interesting. This Wednesday is sunny. Esta quarta está ensolarada. Feminine, so the whole sentence in the feminine. And singular, so I'm talking about a specific day. Esta quarta está ensolarada. And está, it's a different verb that we were using, yeah? In the beginning of the video, I told you that the verb to be in Portuguese, we can say it in two different ways, ser or estar. In this case, I use the verb estar because I am talking about a temporary situation, okay? So this is how Brazilians say, essa quarta está ensolarada. Now, let's talk about week and weekend. Last week, I saw a movie. Na semana passada, eu vi um filme. Semana feminine, so the whole sentence in the feminine. Next weekend, I'm going to Rio de Janeiro. No próximo fim de semana, eu vou pro Rio de Janeiro. Fim de semana, masculine, so the whole sentence in the masculine. That's it, guys. I know it's complicated, but like I told you, Brazilians have many different ways to communicate. And this is my intention with this project. I want to present you the many possibilities that you have to connect with Brazilian locals. To help you more, I wrote an article about that, and I also created an exercises. So, if you want to practice, the link is here in the video description. If you liked this content, share this video. It will help me a lot to grow this channel. Okay, guys? Thank you very much for watching. I hope I helped you, and see you in the next video. Valeu!